Okay, for the next few questions we're just asked to differentiate. This question is y equals the square root of x minus 3 power of 11. Bracket and a power means I can use the chain rule. I start by going the derivative dy dx will be equal to the derivative of the outside, which is 11 lots of the square root of x minus 3 to the power 10, times that by the derivative of the inside, which is the derivative of the square root of x. I want to find the answer to this question, derivative of the square root of x. Well, I know that the square root of x is x to the power of a half, so what I'm really finding is the derivative with respect to x of x to the half, and that is a little mini chain rule in itself, a power rule in itself. So this is what I want to put here, half x to the minus a half. Now this will take a little bit of tidying up. The 11 times the square root of x minus 3 to 10, that can stay as it is. I've got a half here, I'll put the number at the front, and x to the minus a half means at the bottom of a fraction I put the square root of x. So this here is my derivative for 11a. The next question is y equals 3 times the square root of 4 minus 1/2 x. Now again, I need to turn this into an index form first, so I'm just going to rewrite the question. Then I can find the derivative using the chain rule. 3 times a half, 4 minus a half to the x to the minus a half by the derivative of the inside, which is minus a half. There's quite a few numbers here, so I'll put all them at the front. 3 times half times minus a half will be minus 3/4. Here I've got a negative power, so that means this all belongs in the bottom of a fraction. The half means it's also part of a square root. This is my derivative. Moving on to 11c. The question is, now this might look a bit nasty. This square root of 2 is just a number. Just treat it like a number. We don't need to work with the decimals, we just need to think of it as another number. I am going to convert this to a index form first. 1 minus x root 2 is to the power minus 1. It's on the bottom of a fraction. Now I can use my chain rule. Minus 1 times 3 is minus 3. 1 minus x root 2. Take 1 off the power. Now I need to times that by the derivative of what's here. And the number that's in front of the x is not just the minus 1, it's actually minus root 2. Tidy this up. The minus times the minus becomes a plus. I've got 3 root 2 as my coefficient. Negative means all on the bottom. 1 minus x root 2 squared. And this is my derivative. 11d is the question. Y equals 5 minus x all to the power of minus a half. It's already in indexation, so I can jump straight into the chain rule. I've got minus a half, 5 minus x. 1 off the power would be minus 3/2 then. Times it by the derivative, what's in the inside, which is minus 1. The negative times the negative will become a positive. I've got a 2, as well as 5 minus x to the 3/2. This here is my derivative.